2 years ago, we saw you take a step on this path and become a squire for yourself. Since that time, we have seen you grow and take more steps. You're known as a kind man, a gentleman, a fair man, and I know that your heart is worthy.
Stoffel, all Her Majesty said is true. You're also a stout blade of the king. You're a warrior who takes the field time and time again. You have done all that your knight has asked and more, and you have earned a place to sit before us. I offered you a writ, the king's assessment, some weeks past, to join me here on this field to contemplate joining the Order of the Chivalry. Is that still your wish to proceed?
It is.
We would move forward with hearing words of worthy speakers from our various peerage orders to speak of your worth. We have no doubt you have become well known to us. But we would have all those here hear of your deeds and hear of your work, so that everyone may know that this is just and right. For you to also hear, so there's no doubt in your heart as you take the next step and become a peer of the realm. Is there a member of the Order of the Chivalry to speak?
That is my number of years. He came to, joined our practice and honed me to reach the level of chivalry as well. We spent many miles driving up and down the roads of the kingdom to attend different events and to fight other members of our kingdom and kingdoms beyond. His prowess, it goes without words. I mean, he has more shark teeth than I don't know of anybody else. I mean, from surfing on somebody's shield to stab their own men to affecting a crown list. His prowess goes without speaking. His mercy is, I'm somewhat hot-tempered, but he tempers my temper in our local group sometimes, and his justice, I can't speak highly enough. This man has been my peer for a number of years, and I am beyond happy that he is finally recognized as such.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Order of the Rose.
Your Majesties, that honor is mine. This is the day that I have waited for, and I'm very happy to be here to speak for my friend Stoffel. This gentleman is a difficult man to speak for, and it's because he's a study in contrast. He is a strong man with a gentle heart. He's a fierce warrior who can deliver killing blows on the battlefield, but he's also a farmer who cradles newborn lambs. His actions are loud, but his words are quiet. He's quick to anger in the service of others, and he is equally quick to kindness. His joy in battle is equal to his love for his family and his friends. As a rose, I see in Stoffel the true and unvarnished meaning of humility. And the medieval definition of humility was not self-effacement, but it was a spur to action in the service of others. Stoffel will fight to the death for his friend and his family. And he deserves to be a member of the Order of the Chivalry, and I cannot recommend it highly enough to you.
Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel to speak?
There is. Your Majesty's, that honor is mine and also a joy. We have heard of his prowess. We have heard of his ferocity and his mercy. But not very many people know of his talent with crafts and with research. This man, though he rarely shows it, is a fantastic woodworker, a primitive skills teacher, and a researcher into anything that will make the game deeper and more authentic when he encounters something that could improve the feel of the game, the understanding of how did that fight actually work? How is it to actually fight in period shoes with no tread on the bottom and go skittering across the battlefield and come back up and kill somebody because they didn't realize that that tumbleweed was in fact a warrior? He is willing to teach anyone who asks, and he never shows it off. As Sydney said, this is a humble man who wants to build others rather than show off his own skills, but they are there and they are, I think, amazing. So he is certainly my peer.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican?
That pleasure is mine. Those who do not know me, I am Jane Juliana Green. I'm gonna try and get through this without crying by me, no problem. I was walking with another Pelican friend of mine, Mistress Laura, who both of us have known you for many years. I was struggling with what I would say today, and she's like, well, what is important to Stoffel? We know that the knighthood can be kind of an SCA part of the resume, but for you it doesn't even come close. It's no part of a resume, it's part of the person that you are. There are 3 things I expect to hear from you as soon as I see you, whether it's at a practice, an event. Shoot, I would expect to hear this from you in the grocery store. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Do you need any help? And if you, I believe I've only heard that last bit, or not heard that last bit, maybe twice, and I checked to see if you were well. You give and you teach, and service is as automatic to you as breathing. You want to make sure that everyone around you has what they need if it is within your ability to provide it. And that doesn't matter if it is instruction, if it is materials, a kind word, somebody to guide them on the field or in their projects, it doesn't matter. Service is a part of your heart. And as such, this man has been my peer before I actually was one. And I cannot recommend him to you any time.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who would speak?
Speaking on just say that my community has grown over the years. It's grown with individuals with great skill. It's grown with individuals who can teach, and individuals who can read. These are all the things of a peerage. These are all skills that Stoffel has. Happily, in the last few years, he's taken up the rapier as well. I faced him on the field. I know his control of timing, his control of measure, his ability to observe a fight, both against an individual and a group, right down that flow. I would speak to you of his quiet cunning as he looks at things and decides how to take action, decisive action in the fight. Joyfully, I was speaking of his willingness to share that knowledge with others. And finally, I welcome this council as are others. You're truly a leader within our Marshall community. I heartily recommend it to your majesty. He is certainly my peer.
Is there a member of the Order of the Mark?
I think you all know me, Seamus McCrae, Master of the Mark. I was asked by a friend of mine to speak on your behalf. I didn't write a thing down. I went into my memory just today. There are 2 things that I'd like to speak about this gentleman. We've heard about his prowess. That's too simple of a word for the skill that this man has with his weapons. I have seen him do things that I don't think are possible for most people to do. He delivers blows like I've never seen. But it's his endurance, his absolute endurance to get to where he is today, to maybe where the Marks have been, and now we are. Not just longevity endurance, but when everybody else is gassed on the battlefield, and boy do we all know what that feels like. I see you running back to Resby, and you don't just run back.
you bring an entourage. My friend, you have given me so much motivation to be a better man, a better fighter, and I couldn't be any more happy that this gentle is sitting before you, contemplating this order. Thank you.
We have heard all these fine words, and we know them to be true from what we know of you, Stoffel. And all of us here have gathered here to see you take this next step. But first, you must be cleansed. And I believe those who've brought you along this path will begin that process.
It's easier. This ice bath is symbolic. It washes away all that has come before. It is painful. It is it is cleansing. Let it go.
Stoffel, this time you would have your loved ones bring you to your vigil tent and prepare you to hear counsel from all those who come here. This multitude of people have many things to share with you. You listen and hear counsel from all of them. We will visit you shortly. Thank you, Master. Thank you. It looks like Chateau d'Ami has not failed in their legendary hospitality. I know that they have many snacks and drinks, and we're all here.
Just women that
My words should be enough. It's hard to get in with so many. He's so well known. And he's so
Sorry about that.
I'm going completely the opposite way.
This is your second dinner? How you doing, young man?
Yeah,